So guys, this is a setup I use to spray my lawn. I keep the dandelions down using, it's a formulation of basically 2,4-D, but I buy them usually at Rural King. The important ingredients is this right here. This active ingredient right here is the main thing that you need. And this does a really good job of controlling the dandelions and stuff like that. So I rigged up this sprayer here, this simple sprayer. It's a 14-gallon sprayer. And basically what I did was this light switch here, I ran some wires off of that. So I just have some connectors here that when I want to hook up this sprayer, I just bring the wires from the actual spray unit up here and plug them in. Now this light switch controls the sprayer. So I've already put these down. I just have 2 nozzles, but the spray pattern is wide enough. It does like a 6-foot swath maybe. We're gonna start filling this up. So for 14 gallons, I use a whole container of this, so about 32 ounces to 14 gallons. And that seems to work pretty good. So you basically want to do this in the spring and the fall ideally, and you don't want to do it right before you mow or right after you mow. So I mowed like 3 or 4 days ago, so we're gonna spray this and then wait a couple days before we mow again. Sometimes I'll do mine spring and fall, sometimes I just do it in the spring or the fall, but I just go real slow across the yard so I get a good coverage. Yeah, it's pretty simple really. Don't obviously do this when it's windy, do it when it's really calm, and if you want to wear a mask or something, that'd even be probably better. So once we get this filled up, then we will be spraying this yard. One thing I did want to mention about this sprayer was when I got it, it had different nozzles, and the nozzles that it had were a different color and they were really fine mist. So I went to a local farm store and got these white ones. They're higher volume and have a heavier spray, so if there's a little bit of wind or anything, it doesn't blow around as much. Other than that, this thing is pretty much stock. I think it did have a hand sprayer attached to it at one point that I took off because it was just kind of a bother and it was always coming off of there. It snapped to the side here. But I got rid of that, and the nice thing about this particular sprayer is if you just have a small width of a yard or something you're trying to get, you can actually shut one of these lines off to just use one nozzle or the other, so that's kind of handy. See how much is left in the tank. It basically took a whole tank to do this whole yard. That gives you an idea how far it goes. That's a pretty good sized yard, but we're basically out now. The one thing good about this chemical is I've never had a problem like if I overlap where I've already been or anything like that, or if I stop for just a second. I've never had it kill grass or anything like that, so it's pretty easy to use and pretty dummy proof. We're gonna get another fill and do another yard. Because my tank angles, I just take my 14 mark over to here, so when the water gets there, that's when I call it full. So it's a little lower here and a little higher back there. And there we go. So I hope that helped you guys. Hope you got something out of this. If you did, think about subscribing to the channel. It really helps us out. Until next time, guys, good luck with all your projects.